Welcome to Creative Cooking. Today we're making hush puppies. Let's get started with that batter. I've got 1 cup of yellow cornmeal and a cup of all-purpose flour. If you want to make them a little more crumbly, then use a little more cornmeal and a little less flour. I've got a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to throw in a couple of tablespoons of sugar, which may not be a southern style, but I like that little background sweetness, so I go ahead and put it in. Couple of 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of my Cajun seasoning mix, which has a whole bunch of stuff in it. I think it seasons this up nicely. As always, you want to whisk all your dry ingredients together first, and then add your wet ingredients, which in this case is a large egg. And I'm using 1 cup of buttermilk. Now you can use regular milk or make your own, but I think the buttermilk makes for a better tasting, cornbread product. I'm also using a small onion that I've diced up fine. You can use green onion, the green and white parts together. I think it looks better. And you can also add cheese to this. You could add grated cheddar. You could put finely chopped jalapeno peppers in here, bacon, just about anything you like. But I wanted to make them plain today. And this is what your batter is going to look like. It's nice and stiff. And you want to let that set up for about a half an hour in the fridge. In the meantime, I'm going to make a remoulade sauce, but no specific recipe. I'm just making a little bit of this. And that's basically like a tartar sauce. It's mayonnaise based. I'm putting a little bit of onion in there, some capers, which were small, and I went ahead and I chopped them up just a little bit, to make them a little bit smaller. I'm going to add some of the brine from that, which is very salty, and some more of my Cajun seasoning. It's got garlic and onion, cayenne, all kinds of good spices in there, along with a dash of Worcestershire sauce, some lemon juice. Although I don't have a fresh lemon, it's okay to use this stuff once in a while. I'm going to add some Dijon mustard. And again, the proportions is up to you. This is a whole grain mustard, or a deli mustard. And then we're just going to give it a nice mix. And the thing about this is you want to make it ahead of time, a couple of hours ahead at least. Just mix it up well, and put a cover on it and put it in the refrigerator. You want to let those flavors meld together for a little while. Then we're going to get a frying container with some peanut oil, bringing it up to 350 degrees. You can go up to 365. And then use a sorbet scoop or something similar to measure it out into equal portions. I like to make mine a little bit smaller. You can make them larger, but I'm always afraid that they're not going to cook properly in the center. So I'd rather keep them small. If you don't have a sorbet scoop, use the old 2-spoon method. Okay, just measure out equal portions and push them off with a second spoon. Works great. Then, of course, these aren't going to flip over on their own, so you just have to stir them around a bit. And it'll take 2 or 3 minutes for them to cook, but when they turn this color, go ahead and put them on a wire rack. I like to use a wire rack so they don't get soggy. I want them to stay crispy, but I have a paper towel underneath the rack to catch the oil. And this is what they look like inside. They are absolutely delicious, and I hope you give them a try, and we'll see you on the next one.